All right, horror fans, leaning a little closer. Together isn't just another horror release. It's the type of movie that grabs you by the neck, whispers in your ear, and drags you into its nightmare before you even realize what's happening. And I'm saying this right now, loud and clear. Together is my number one horror movie of 2025 so far. Nothing else has hit me like this. Buckle in, cause this is gonna be a ride. Welcome into Waxyz world, the place where we rank, review, and laugh our way through the blood-soaked wonderland that is horror. Today, I'm talking about Together, and don't worry, this is 100% spoiler-free. I'm keeping this review clean because you deserve to go into this film with the same blind panic I did. And let me just say it, Together blew me away. It's bold, it's unnerving, it's beautifully made, and it hasn't left my head since the credits rolled. This movie does not waste your time. From the opening minutes, you're dropped straight into the chaos. The film opens with this scene with two dogs, and it kind of makes you wonder what's really going on. And then you find out what's going on, I think, but it kind of left me with more questions. And I love it when a horror movie says, forget the warm-up. We're starting at 100. That's Together. You're breathless right from the start. One of my favorite things about Together is the mystery. The feeling that you don't really ever feel like you know what's going on until it's too late. You got this couple played by Dave Franco and Allison Brie, and they do an amazing job. You feel their pain and you feel their confusion while they're trying to figure out what's happening. Now, the atmosphere, it's absolutely suffocating. Even in moments when nothing scary is happening, you feel on edge, like your stomach knows something bad is about to happen before your brain does. The cinematography is sharp. Lots of shadows, lingering shots that dare you to blink first. The sound design is unreal too. You'll hear noises that you swear are coming from inside your house. Now, the performances here sell the terror. I don't really want to spoil who's who, but every actor feels grounded, like real people caught in this nightmare. No one feels like they're acting scared. They're living it. There are moments when the smallest expressions say way more than dialogue ever could. You'll feel the paranoia, the hopelessness, the unraveling. It's chilling. What really impressed me is how Together balances horror with deeper themes. I can't go into detail without spoiling, but trust me, this isn't just blood and screams. There are heavy emotional layers here. It makes you think about unity, about trust, and how far people will go when pushed to the edge. The title Together has a meaning that hits way harder once the story unfolds. And that's why it sticks with you. It's not just scary, it's meaningful. Now, we've had some good horror movies this year, but nothing, and I mean nothing, has hit me like Together. It feels like the type of movie that could define horror in 2025. You can feel the craft, you can feel the intention. This isn't just a horror flick made to fill a release slot. This is a horror film that wanted to say something, and it succeeded. It's not just good for this year, it's one I think we'll be talking about 5 to 10 years down the road. Now, without spoiling anything, there are certain scenes where you just sit back and think, this is why I love horror. Moments that aren't just shocking, they're unforgettable. Like that opening with the dogs. I can't shake it. It's burned into my brain, and there are a couple sequences later in the film that had me actually leaning forward in my seat. This is horror that earns its scares. Nothing cheap, everything earned. And it's a perfect date movie. It's kind of like a romance movie with some horror sprinkled in. So why do I have this movie in my number one spot of 2025 so far? Well, simple answer. It checks every box. Atmosphere, story, characters, themes, performances, it nails it all. And more than that, it made me feel. Not just jump, not just flinch, feel. That's rare. That's what makes it my top horror movie of 2025 so far. So that's my spoiler-free review of Together. This is the movie that reminded me why I love horror so much. It's scary, it's smart, and it's unforgettable. Now I want to hear from you. Are you planning on checking out Together? When you do, come back and let me know if it stuck with you the way it stuck with me. And hey, if you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a breakdown, ranking, or review here on Waxyz. Thanks for hanging out with me, and until next time, remember, horror is always better when we face it together. Till next time, we'll see you again. Peace.